Hey! Guys, I'm truly excited you made it. Welcome to Behaviour.com, the place where you can come to help your children become better people. Now, personally guys, I have to tell you a story. My name's Nev Rodder and I'm one of the co-founders of Behaviour Bug. My partner and I, Amy Hardwick, we have two beautiful little boys, they're now 5 and 6, that use Behaviour Bug products. Now, the reason we actually created Behaviour Bug was because we are self-confessed personal development junkies. Now, yeah, I know, junkie. Okay, that's a good way to put it. But anyway, we love personal development. I love personal development. I've been into this stuff since I was 19 years old. And the reason I actually got into it was because I had a really traumatic event in my life. I had a major car accident, I had a lot of things going wrong in my life, and I'd come from an upbringing that wasn't the best upbringing in the world. I wasn't taught how to live. I wasn't taught how to save money. I wasn't really taught how to be successful. Now, that led me to make some major changes in my life when I had a very traumatic car accident. That's what I was talking about. I had this car accident and I basically got to a turning point in my life where I decided that, okay, I was within inches of death. What am I going to do to change my life? Okay, because at 19 years old, and you've almost effectively killed yourself, you start to wonder, what is this life all about? What am I here for? What am I going to achieve? Am I going to do something with my life? And they do say that it can take traumatic events like that to change people. And it actually did. It really changed me at a core level. So anyway, what happened was, through circumstances and events, my stepmother gave me a book called Think and Grow Rich. Now, I don't know if I attracted it or what happened at the time, but it's like I unconsciously made a decision that I wanted to do something better with my life, and then my stepmother gave me the book without me asking for it. Okay? Now, I'm sure a lot of you know the book Think and Grow Rich. It's one of the all-time bestsellers when it comes to personal improvement. It's about Napoleon Hill, and Napoleon Hill goes out and he studies the most successful people in the world, and he writes a journal, or he writes a book on the success principles. Now, these are the types of people like Roosevelt, Edison, Ford, the greatest minds that have ever lived, or especially in that era. Now, what he does is he released that book, and that, it ended up in my hands, and that was written in, I think it was the 1930s, and I completely devoured this book and fell in love with this book. And I still read it over and over and over and over, because you can never get too much of it. Now, what happened was, I applied those principles and then become obsessed with personal development. So I've gone and I'm accredited in NLP, a master practitioner. I've done a little bit of Reiki, I'm into hypnotherapy. I use it for sport. I've studied with a little bit with the Australian Institute of Sport, and I've applied it and I've won Australian gold medals. I won the Australian Open in 2011 in lawn bowls, and I was on Foxtel, and all this other stuff happened from it. So anyway, I've used these principles myself to become successful in business, successful in sport, attract a beautiful partner, attract 2 beautiful little boys, and life couldn't be better. It's just amazing. And I've gone from a place where I haven't had any money, I haven't had any financial security or job security, I didn't have a good relationship, and car accidents, debt, all these sort of bad things that you hear about. I was once in that position. So if you are in that position, great, because you are here, you've unconsciously made a decision to move forward and to change your life. And that is, effectively, the very, very first thing that must happen, is you have to choose to be successful, and you have to build that white-hot desire that Napoleon Hill talks about, to do what is required to succeed. Because in order to have the things tomorrow that other people don't have, you have to do the things today that other people won't do. And that is a famous quote, and I love that quote. And you are on the right path, and I'm really excited. So that's a little bit about me, okay? I've effectively gone from, the trash to the treasure, okay? Now, I'm not saying I'm a multi-millionaire or, I'm something special. I'm comfortable, and we're in a really good space in our life. And I'm turning my attention to doing the things that I love to do in life. And I love personal development. That's all I love. Like, I love my partner, I love the kids. And I love personal development and improving myself, because it's sort of like we're a bucket, okay? And if we're not pouring in good information or new things, or learning to fly, learning to fly helicopters, going to archery ranges and shooting compound bows, playing, taking up golf, or, doing riding courses. If you're not pushing all this new information in, the bucket's got a hole in it, and you are the bucket, right? And you're effectively moving forward, or you're moving backwards. And when you move forward, life is truly amazing. It's full of surprises. You develop great friends, you feel confident, you're moving forward, and it's like, you're never going to get to a point where you can't learn more. It's because we've got like a never-ending amount of internal storage. So, the best way to put it is, I really love personal development. I'll listen to it while I do the dishes, I'll listen to it while I'm in the shower. If I'm vacuuming the floor, I listen to it. If I drive, if I'm driving around the car, I listen to it. If I do absolutely anything that doesn't, require 100% attention, I'm listening to personal development, or reading it, or studying it, or doing something around it. All my friends now are right into it, the master practitioners of NLP, because I meet these people when I travel the world and do courses and learn. Okay, so what has happened is, Amy's exactly the same as me. Amy and I got together, and she started to cotton on what I was all about, and she started to do the same thing, and her business has flourished. She's positive, she's successful, she feels amazing, her health is amazing. And what has happened as a side effect of this, and this is where Behaviour Bug comes in, is our two little boys have become exposed to our conditioning. Now, not just from me and from Amy, but they have been listening to the material that I listen to, because I'm into Tony Robbins, I'm into Bob Proctor, I'm into Joe Vitale, I'm into Jack Canfield. It just goes on and on and on and on, and we've started to even study the quantum physics now, and the boys have been listening to it in the car, and strangely enough, they're starting to repeat things they hear in the car, and their behaviour has been modified rather significantly. Now, that led us to think, or come up with a bit of an inspiration. Why not create a product that delivers the same messages as your Tony Robbins and your adult self-improvement products, but direct them at kids and make them interesting and exciting and engaging and fun, and deliver the same sort of messages, and we can put a bit of NLP in there as well. So that's exactly what we've done, because it's made such a difference in my life, it's made such a difference in my partner's life, it will make such a difference in your life, and more importantly, it will make such a difference in your child's life as well. And so, you're at the right place. We can't see anything else on the market that is any good, because we've looked for it, okay? So we went out of our way and made self-improvement products for our kids, and we use atmospherical sounds and, waves that induce alpha brain waves, and those types of sounds that have actually been infused in our products. And so they enter like a trance state, a meditative state, okay? And then we can deliver messages and talk about habits and the things that they need to be doing as adults and throughout their life. And then we have actually gone out and we've been using them on our boys. And our boys are turning into amazing people. They are amazing creatures at the moment. Like, they're 5 and 6, they're extremely intelligent, they're positive, they're upbeat, they're excited to be alive. And, our little fella says he wants to, be an entrepreneur, and he wants to, follow his dreams, because these are the types of messages that we're actually planting in their minds. Follow your dreams, do what your heart desires, because if you do what your heart desires, you will get everything that you want in your life, including money, success, everything, because, what you're wanting here is what the divine wants for you. It's what your creator wants for you. And so, it is up to you to fulfill our orders, okay? Because when you feel really compelled to do something, it's because the divine is asking you to do it. And when you do it, you succeed beyond all imagination. It's just absolutely the most incredible thing that I've ever experienced in my life, and that is why I'm so addicted and obsessed with teaching people and children and anybody that'll listen how important this stuff is, how amazing and awesome it is, and how if you apply these principles that your life is just blessed. It is. So Behaviour Bug is about making products, DVDs, cartoons, audio, anything that we can possibly think of that is related to personal development, and delivering the right messages into your child's subconscious mind. And they'll be incredible people, and I'm sure you will learn a lot from it too. So like I said, my name's Neville Rodder. I'm very thankful, I'm very grateful, I'm blessed that you've made it this far. And if you get a chance, check out some of our products. Above this page you can actually download. You can download one of our products for free as a gift for making it this far. So download that, play it to your children. If you repeat that, if you play it every night for say a month, your child will start to do some pretty funny and amazing things. So thanks very much for making it, guys. I'm Nev Rodder. Send me an email if you want to have a chat, and we've got a blog as well. We've got a blog below. Check out the blog, and I'll continuously be writing articles and giving you the best content that I can possibly find. So peace. I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.